Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So today I'm taking a look at this brand new scan tool from Launch. This is going to be the C-Reader Professional. It's going to be the model number CRP129I. So inside the box, you're going to get this nice, soft, zippable carrying case to help keep the scan tool organized and protected. And then of course the scan tool itself. You got this cord here, which is going to be the one you hook into your OBD2 port there. And then you got your charging cable here. Comes with a user's manual, and then also a quick start guide. So taking a closer look at the scan tool itself, you can see it comes with a nice rubberized coating along the outside and the back to help keep it protected. Comes with a little screen protector from the factory here, which I'll go ahead and just peel off. See if that keeps down some of the glare on this video. And then you got your home button, some arrow buttons here, OK button, and then of course the back button. If I flip it over here, you can take a look. You can see you got your speakers right here, and then also has a nice, almost like grip you can hold on with your fingers right here along the back side. On the top, you can see you got your power button, and then of course for your hooking up to the OBD2 port there, and then this is going to be your charging port right there. So this Launch CRP129I runs off the Android 8.1 system, has a 6100 milliamp hour battery, 32 gigs of RAM, has a 5-inch screen which is touchable, and then it has 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. And what's nice about this scan tool is it has free lifetime updates via Wi-Fi, and then it has a 5-year warranty as well. And this will scan vehicles 1996 and newer with the OBD2 port. Let's go ahead and power the unit on now. You're just going to hold the power button here. You can see the screen kind of lights up there, so we'll go ahead and let this boot up. Once the unit gets all powered up here, you want to pay attention to the upper right hand corner there. You can see it got your date, time, Wi-Fi, battery percentage. Now you want to make sure you set up your Wi-Fi first thing off the bat, because you want to make sure you got the latest updates. And to do that, you want to click down here on the bottom right hand corner, go to your settings icon, and you can see there's a bunch of different settings you can do on this scan tool. So you can kind of go through some of that stuff, like screen capture. I like to turn that on. That's this little camera icon here, so it'll take a screenshot of what's on the screen. You can change brightness, sound, all that kind of stuff. What you want to do is click on the network. This will bring up all the available Wi-Fi networks in your area. You can see I'm already connected to mine. So what you can do is you can either hit this back button or the one on the tablet itself. Either one works. So we'll back out of that. Again, you go through some of these settings. Language, there is 11 different languages that this supports, which is kind of nice. Workshop information, that's if you own a business. You can put all your information in there. So say you scan a vehicle and you want to email it to somebody, it'll have all your shop information, all that on it. So a bunch of different things. You can go through and check those out. Go ahead and click the back button again. So this is going to be your updates or your upgrades. So as you can see, I got a number 6 here, which means I have 6 different upgrades I need to do on this. So we'll go ahead and click on this. So you can see I got an update for Audi cars, looks like GM, Nissan, that I need to install sometime. I'm not going to do it right now because it does take a little bit of time. But you can also choose which ones you want to update, or you can actually delete them as well, just to save space on the hard drive itself. So you want to update all the latest ones you can. Hit this back button here. You got your mall icon here. Go ahead and click on that. This is different things you can pay for to add on to this scan tool. So say you own a Nissan, or pretty much that's all you work on, and you want the full functions of Nissans, Infinitis, or GTRs. You can download this extra software that's not included on the scan tool. Now this does include quite a bit already, but if you want more, you can actually download that. You can see right now it's $38.35. So if you wanted to do more than what this tablet or scan tool already offers, you can pay to upgrade as well. So you can see there's a whole bunch of different vehicle manufacturers. I think there's 57 plus different manufacturers that are on this scan tool itself. Clicking on the reset features here, you can see it comes with a bunch of different reset features. This is what's included on the scan tool. Now you can add more to this if you want to, but you will have to pay for it through the mall there. But what it does come with is you can see air fuel ratio reset, your brake reset, oil life reset, SAS reset for your airbags, battery reset. So a lot of these new vehicles, when you replace the battery, you have to reset it. ABS bleeding, electronic throttle body relearn, TPMS reset. So say you aired up all your tires, but your TPMS light is still on, you can go ahead and reset it with that. DPF regen, so if you got a diesel there and it's not doing a regen, you can manually override that with this. The add blue reset, that's going to be for your DEF on a diesel. So you fill your tank up, you can go ahead and reset all that. And the AFS is going to be the adaptive front lighting reset. And then you also got your injector as well. So say you replace an injector or something and you need the ECU to relearn it, you can always reset it with that feature. So the battery voltage I'm not going to get into because I don't have it hooked up to a car yet. We'll do that later. So this data icon here, this is going to be some of your diagnostics reports. If you saved them into this file here, I don't have any right now. And then your diagnostic report, this is going to show your history of what you've scanned with this scan tool. So that automatically saves it for you. So you can just click on that and you can see it brings up all that different stuff. So there's some of the codes it was bringing up, that kind of stuff. So go ahead and hit back on here. Now your DTC library, if you wanted to look up some codes, you can type in the code here and it'll tell you what it is. This DLC kind of just goes over the data link connector and just certain areas where the OBD2 port might be on vehicles. Feedback, that's just giving feedback on the scan tool itself. Now your image here, this is going to be like if you want to do screenshots. So let me just hit back here. Now let's take a screenshot of this. You can click on that. You can hear the camera go off. Now this should bring it up in this image library here. So you can see there it is. So you can go ahead and click on that. And if you want, whoops, if you want to delete it or whatever, or you can actually share that image with somebody via Wi-Fi, email, that kind of stuff. So we'll delete that, go back here, firmware fix. If you're having issues with the scan tool, you can use that. And then a bunch of different facts as well. So now the IM readiness, I'm not going to do because we don't have it hooked up to a vehicle, but that comes in nice when you're trying to pass a state inspection or something and you need a certificate. You can show that all your emission stuff's working and everything for that. Then of course your OBD2, which comes along with your diagnose feature here, which we'll do once we hook it up to a vehicle. Before you scan your vehicle, you want to hook up your OBD2 cord here, and this will just go ahead and plug in. Just line it up with the pins there, stick that in, and then of course tighten these up, hold it in there. And then it does have this protective cap over the pins here, so you can pull that off. Now we're ready to scan. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out on my 2012 Ford Focus. So what you want to do is locate your OBD2 port. Most of the time it's going to be underneath the driver's side dashboard here. In this case, on this car, you can see it actually says OBD2, and then it's behind this little hatch here, and that's where we're going to plug it into. So let me go ahead and turn the key on here, and I'll go ahead and plug it in. Now another feature on this scan tool, which you can turn on or off, whatever you want to, but it has automatic VIN detect. So once you plug in the OBD2 to the car, it'll automatically start detecting the VIN here. I'll show you. Get this plugged in. So you can see it powers on right away. And now it's starting to detect the VIN. And I like how this scan tool also has sound too, so you can listen to it. And then if you take a look here at the upper left-hand corner, you can see it actually monitors your battery as well. And then it will actually charge the scan tool as well too. You can see we're at 11.3 right now. That's because the car isn't running. But once we turn it on, that should jump up to around 14 volts or so. And then as you can see, it's showing Ford here or EV, which this isn't an EV. So go ahead and click on the Ford. And you can see 2012 Ford Focus Titanium, which is exactly what this car is. And then right there, you can see got our VIN, our model, and then the engine type, and then of course an automatic transmission on this. And so right away you can see it brings up a diagnostics report. You can see it shows the VIN. I'm not sure why it's not showing the year, but it shows mileage and actually puts it in kilometers there. This would be where your shop information is if you're the shop. And then you can see here's all of our control modules. So you can see scan the ABS, the powertrain control module, the restraint control module, and then of course the TCM transmission control module. And you can see there are no codes at all, so everything's good on this car. If there was a code, it would bring something up right here showing which code it is. And then this is just a little disclaimer. And now we can share this if we want to, since we are hooked up to our Wi-Fi. So you could always share this to an email. You can put the receiver up here and then a message in there and everything, and then send it to the customer if you were working on a customer's vehicle here. So that's kind of a nice feature. So once you're done with the report, you can click the back button here. Now we can go into each one of these individually, the control modules. And let's go ahead and just try the PCM, so the powertrain control module. We'll go ahead and hit enter on that. And now I am going to just go ahead and start this, because I want to check the live data and everything. So then it'll bring you to this screen here, so you can get some more module information. This will just kind of tell you what software is downloaded for that module at the moment. You can read the individual fault code just for this control module. You can clear the codes, which you can click on that. Of course, we don't have any right now on this, so there's nothing to clear. And then the read data stream, that's going to be your live data. That's going to be probably the best part about this scan tool here. So if you click on that, and then you can see all the different things we can choose from to look at the live data on. And you can see right down here, there's actually 215 different things on this module that we can choose from. So you'll just have to go through whatever you're looking for here. I'm just going to go ahead and select all and hit OK. But you can pick and choose which ones you want to do. So you can see all the different things here. Absolute throttle position here, accelerator pedal. You can see there's no pedal because I don't have my foot on the gas. Let me just go ahead and step on it and let's see if that value changes here. So you can see right there, shows the pedal position, all that. And now another thing you can do too is if it's supported, it'll have this little graph right next to you on the right side there. So let's go ahead and just check the accelerator pedal position there. You can see here's a live graph. Now if I go ahead and step on it, you can see it brings it up on there, also shows the value up there. So that's a nice feature. And you'll just kind of have to go through, there's so much different stuff on here. You can see there's a total of 18 different pages we can choose from. So this is the first page, and then to scan up to the second page, you just go ahead and swipe, and that'll bring you to the second page there. So you can see all the different stuff on here. You can see the air conditioning request is on right now because I do have the air on. It's pretty hot out right now. Ambient air temperature, just a whole bunch of different things to choose from. You can see our voltage right now, 13.6 up here. And if you can see, that's showing 14.2, so it's a little bit different than what's showing up here. Camshaft position sensor, that kind of stuff. Your O2 sensors, just a whole bunch of different things here. Engine load, your coolant temp, all that kind of stuff. And then your emissions components. You can scan all that kind of stuff here. Look at the live data, fuel pump, just a whole bunch of different things. You'll just have to go through some of this stuff. So let's back out of that. And let's go ahead and just check out this TCM, so the transmission control module. This is pretty important, especially on these Ford Focuses. If you guys know, this does have the dual clutch setup for the automatics, which are a known issue on these cars. So again, you got your module information, pretty much the same thing. Let's go ahead and click on the live data. And then you can see you got, looks like 115 different things we can choose from on this particular module here. Let's go ahead and just select all again. And you can just see some of the stuff on here. A whole bunch of different things. So you can see your clutch actuator motors here. If you guys, like I said, know on these Ford Focuses, those are known to fail. So you can look at some of that stuff on here. Clutch A, and there should be a clutch B. Go to page 3 here. So yeah, there's your clutch B. And you can see some of the stuff is supported with the graph as well. So a whole bunch of different things as well for the transmission control module. So let's go ahead and back out of that. And let's just check one more module here. Let's go ahead and check the ABS So if you're having issues with a wheel speed sensor or something like that, you can go ahead and go in here and diagnose some of that stuff as well. Let's go ahead and select all on that. So you can see ABS is inactive right now. Of course, we're not moving. You can see brake right now is showing off, but let's see if that changes if I step on the brake here. So you can see now that said on, or not sure why it's showing NA, but now it's off. So a whole bunch of different things on here. Like I said, if you need to check your wheel speed sensors or that kind of stuff, just a whole bunch on here as well. So let's go ahead and, if you need to monitor your speed to see if your speedometer is off, you can check that as well. Also on a graph here. But let's go ahead and back out of this. And I think we're good on all the control modules. Now, again, this is a 2012 Ford Focus, so if you guys have a new, like say 2022, something a lot newer, you may have way more control modules. I know some of the new cars can have up to 30 or more control modules. Everything's just run off a control module nowadays. So let's go and let's exit out of this. We'll go back to the home screen here. So let's check our battery voltage there with the car running. So it looks like we're holding steady right around 13.9, 14 volts, right in that area there. So that's kind of a nice feature to see if your alternator is charging your battery. We'll hit back. Another thing you can do too is hit this home button. That'll take you straight to the home right here. Let's check out this IM readiness. So like I said, this will be good for if you need to do a state inspection or that and give them a certificate, you can do it with this. So then that brings up this screen here. You can see it checked all this different stuff on here, O2 sensors, all that kind of stuff, and it's all been completed. And like I said, you can click on report here, and then if you need to send this in to somebody or whatever it may be, you can show everything's completed, EGR, all that. So like I said, if you live in a state, especially where the emissions are active, you can send this in to them or whatever it may be. You can share it down there. OBD2 here. So you can see that just brings up a couple different things here. Your VIN, your DTC. If you had any codes in this ECU, you can see there's 0, readiness completed, all that kind of stuff, ignition, a bunch of different things on there. Of course, diagnose is what we were already at. So you can auto detect, or say it doesn't auto detect the VIN, you can manually select what vehicle you have down in here. So you can see again all the different brands of cars you can choose from, whole bunch on here. So one last thing I want to check on here is the reset icons. So let's say I just got done changing the oil on this. I'm not sure how to reset the oil life reset. You can go in here, let's just go ahead and click on this, oil reset, hit OK, and then you'll want to manually select your vehicle here. So we'll go to Ford, ignition is on, okay. So now it's loading the vehicle data here. You can see, brings all that up. That is correct. Okay, then it'll bring up this screen here. So you'll want to click on special functions and then manually reset service. So if you take a look here, hit OK. So this won't automatically reset the oil life light on this car. You have to manually do it, but this tells you exactly how to reset the oil life light on this. So it shows you the instructions there. So that is how you do that on here. So we'll back out of this. And you can check a bunch of other things on here, but I think that's about all I can really show you. So my final thoughts on the Launch C-Reader Professional CRP129I scan tool. I do highly recommend this scan tool. I would say this is probably top of the line when it comes to basic scan tools, but also has the capability of the live data, which really comes in handy when you're trying to pinpoint a problem with your vehicle. I like Launch's software. It's super easy to use, and also like the pictures. It actually makes it a little bit easier to navigate through. I've used other scan tools where they're kind of just all over the place and you got to figure out how to use it. Launch is super easy navigating through their software. Now, as of this video, on Amazon, this scan tool is going for about $279. They do have a deal right now going on for $22 off, so you're looking at $257 for this scan tool. Yeah, you can go to AutoZone or any of the auto parts stores and they can scan your vehicle for free, but you can't check out any of the live data. You can't reset anything. The reset feature on this is really nice, especially if you work on your own vehicles, do your own maintenance. That really comes in handy. Or if you take your vehicle into, say, the dealership or an auto shop, they're going to scan just using something like this, and they're probably going to charge you anywhere between $100 to $200 just to tell you what scan codes are popping up on it. So I think it's well worth the money. Now keep in mind, this is not a bidirectional scan tool. Bidirectional scan tools are a lot more money, but they do have a lot more capabilities. But for a basic just scan tool for everyday use, I think this comes in really handy and is a nice product. So I'm hoping this video helps you out. If you're in the market for a basic scan tool, I would highly recommend this one, and I hope this review helps you out, and I'll see you in the next video. Appreciate you watching.